Welcome back, everyone. It's been a little bit, and I want to go back to one of our exclusive flavors, which is chocolate chip cookie dough. And I had a great idea because this is something that I crave all the time. And when I diet, this is something that I just want to go ham on, which is cookie dough. And what I'm going to be making today is a healthy cookie dough with the chocolate chip cookie dough Core Performance Whey. Now, this is something that is very easy and it requires minimal ingredients. While a lot of people always say, Chef, you use a lot of ingredients, but I do that because I like to make a quality product and a quality finished good. And for those who have tried my goods, who I've sent them to or met me at the Arnold Classic, that is something that I take pride in. Today, for those that are like easy and simple recipes, here's for you. First thing we're going to do is we need chickpeas or garbanzo beans. Right here I have a 7.5 ounce container that I get from my local Wegmans. I think it was like 60 cents. And with garbanzo beans or chickpeas, the first thing you want to do is make sure you rinse them. So what I'm going to do is take a strainer and put them in my strainer. What I'm going to do is run some cold water underneath them to rinse all the stuff off of them. And this should only take you a couple seconds or so. Okay? And you can do that. Make sure you rinse it, drop it up and down. You may need to do that a couple times. Totally personal preference. Let's talk about everything else we're going to need. Core Performance Whey-wise, we're just going to use 1 scoop. I'm running a little low, so I may be scraping the barrel here, but we got it there. And 1 scoop is about 35 grams, 35, 34 grams, pretty close. So 1 scoop. Okay? 1 tablespoon of natural peanut butter. I just have a natural Jif right now. I went to my local Wegmans, and I usually get theirs, which I stir the oil in, but they were all out. So we're going to use 1 tablespoon or 16 grams. For this recipe, since most people like lower calorie recipes, you can use the Walden Farms pancake syrup. You can use honey, or if you have it, and I was lucky enough to have a guy send this to me, which I cannot thank him enough, which is pure Canadian maple syrup, which is cream of the crop. So if you feel like splurging a little bit and using something that has 54 grams of carbs a serving, by all means. And all we're going to do is simply add 1 tablespoon. Okay? What I'm going to top it off with in the end, because this is chocolate chip cookie dough, is 1 tablespoon of dark chocolate swemmy sweet morsels, or chocolate chips. Okay? So, I'm going to take my blender here, my magic bullet, and simply put the rinsed off garbanzo beans into the magic bullet. And hopefully they don't get all over my sink. Which they did not, only a couple. Okay? So, grab these out real quick, because there's nothing in here, and I made sure this was nice and clean. Garbanzo beans. Next, we will add just a tablespoon of Walden Farms. It's calorie-free, so this allows it to be a lower calorie alternative. Peanut butter. So we're just going to take our tablespoon, which I measured out here on my scale, and drop it in there like so. Okay? And last but not least, we are going to add in our Core Performance Whey. And again, this may come out very thick, but that's how it's supposed to be. So I have a spatula here that I'm going to use to transfer to a bowl for my final presentation. So, Core Performance Whey, drop the scooper back in there, get set up for the Instagram picture, and guys, that's all it's going to take. That's it. Just put it in the blender, good to go. If you want to use a food processor, by all means, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on, let it run for about a minute, transfer it over, and we are going to show you the final product. Guys, everything is blended up, and as you can see, there's our cookie dough. And again, this should be very thick. You can actually see the pieces of the chocolate chip cookie dough whey in there, which is fantastic. Now for the finishing touches, we're just going to take some chocolate chips, and we're just going to lightly sprinkle them over our final product. And again, guys, you can just fold these in, do whatever you want with them, but when it's all said and done, chocolate chip cookie dough, healthy cookie dough. So simple, so easy, minimal ingredients, it only requires a blender or a food processor. That's all it takes to make something very healthy. It comes out to around 55 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, and 45 grams of protein, around 500 or so calories. But again, guys, if you have not picked up the cookie dough whey from Cellucor.com, Bkupniewski coupon code in the comment box below with the directions, macronutrients, and instructions for the recipe. Give it a like, give it a share, follow me on Instagram, find it on Facebook, find it on Twitter. And Chef Bob is always here for more holiday or recipe suggestions.